Legal experts told Reuters Thursday that any attempt to move Donald Trump's legal battle in Georgia to federal court in the hopes of a more sympathetic jury is likely to fail. Trump's former chief of staff, Mark Meadows, filed a motion on Tuesday to move the case after he, Trump, and 17 others were indicted this week by Fulton County's district attorney of conspiring to illegally subvert the 2020 election results. Meadows will argue his case belongs in the federal court for the Northern District of Georgia. If he succeeds by raising rarely tested legal questions, according to the filing, it means he will be tried before a broader jury pool that covers the congressional district of conservative firebrand Marjorie Taylor Greene, rather than jurors solely from Fulton County, which supported Joe Biden by nearly a 3-1 margin. Georgia State Law School professor Eric Siegel said Meadows' effort would add uncertainties and delay proceedings, but ultimately it would be dismissed if courts apply the law correctly.
The request for removal is definitely going to delay this trial. It's going to be complicated and messy. Now, Donald Trump and the other defendants should lose these motions. And under the law, their case for removal is very weak. However, the lower federal courts and the Supreme Court in this country have changed a lot over the last 3 years. And there's really no telling what could happen in the courts. But if they apply the law to the facts, these motions should be denied.
Trump may follow Meadows with a similar maneuver, but Associate Professor of Law at Georgia State Law School Karen Morrison says facts at hand don't make a great case for either of them. In a phone call after the 2020 presidential election to Georgia's top election official Brad Raffensperger, Trump urged him to find enough votes to reverse his narrow loss in the state. Raffensperger declined.
Was it really their job to call Brad Raffensperger and say, come on, fellas, I just need 11,000 votes? If that's part of the regular job of the president, then okay, you can remove yourself to federal court. But I think the fact of the matter is that's not part of a president's job or any candidate's job to put pressure on local officials. And therefore, I don't think it should be removed. And who can tell what the judges are going to do? But I think overall, it's not a great case for removal.
Donald Trump had tried in June to move his criminal prosecution in New York, stemming from hush money payments to porn star Stormy Daniels, to a federal court. A U.S. judge denied his bid last month. The legal experts Reuters spoke to say Trump's odds are, quote, definitely better this time.
Because it is more plausible that, let's say there's a closer nexus between making sure that the election was fair and being the president than there is between paying a porn star and being the president.
But they also say he still doesn't necessarily have a winning claim.
The facts are very clear. They were trying to change the result of the election, not maintain its integrity.
Trump has called the indictment a political witch hunt in a social media post and accused prosecutor Fani Willis, an elected Democrat, of trying to sabotage his presidential comeback bid.